This is a quick demonstration of the new features in VFCache version 1.5 from EMC. One of the big things that we've gotten from feedback from our customers is, wow, VFCache has dramatically accelerated anything that can benefit from read caching on my host. But hey, it'd be cool if we could do things like vMotion and have cache deduplication and multiple cards and all sorts of stuff like that. And you can do that now in VFCache 1.5. So if we go and we take a look, you can see that here are all the virtual machines that we've got deployed in this cluster. And the EMC VSI tab, the latest version of it, has got enhanced feature support for VFCache. You can see details about what VFCache cards are installed on that host. And you can see, by the way, that there's 2 VFCache cards installed. And you can see all of the virtual machines that are currently powered on and whether VFCache is enabled or disabled. In fact, you can see 2 of them here that they've got certificates that are not trusted. What this is basically saying is that we need to get some information from the VM itself, and the certificate from the in-guest information there is not trusted. So we're just showing how easily it is to enable that sort of trusted feedback from how things are being used inside the guest. When that's enabled, you can see all sorts of really cool stats about how stuff is being used within the individual VM itself. So now if we pop back, you can see that, hey, we've got additional information there where we're getting information from each one of the guests, and there you can see the one we just enabled is, yep, VFCache is doing guest level caching of that particular VM. Now if we go and we take a look at one of the VMs, you can see all sorts of interesting stuff as well around the VFCache stats, how it's being used. You can even see all sorts of stuff like the read cache hits and write cache rates, and the deduplication ratio of the cache, which is a great new feature in VFCache 1.5. So cool stuff. Again, even enhanced performance reporting and support for new larger cache size, as well as deduplication of the cache, means that you get a lot more leverage out of a very important precious resource. As an example here, the next thing that we got feedback is, hey, vMotion is important to me. And when you try to vMotion something that has got a resource which is not shared, so for example, this individual device is a local device within the ESX host, it stops you from doing a vMotion. Currently, there's actually no supported way that anyone is doing this on the market, except for what we're about to show you. This is supported on all sorts of guests, which is a really nice capability. For example, here we're going to do it on a Red Hat guest. We've added in the VSI tab the ability to do a vMotion of a VM, even though it's going to require a cache rewarm. So one thing that's very cool is what this does is it highlights deep integration between VFCache and VMware. The ability to do orchestrated vMotion, so vMotion on demand, so it's non-disruptive for those important virtual machines, that you can move them non-disruptively, in spite of the fact that you're using a resource which is localized only inside a single ESX host. So as soon as that's done, if we go and we take a look at some of the stats as an example, you'd see that the cache hit rates would rapidly start to increase as those things get increasingly used, and we'd see more and more stats rising on the dedupe side. So very cool stuff. Again, VFCache 1.5 available now. Multiple cards, cache deduplication, and orchestrated vMotion. Awesome new stuff.